Robert?
Yes,
Hey, Robert, this is Francis. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. So I was just giving you a quick call the other day. You were on my website, requested some information about the IUL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this first call is really pretty quick. It's more of a discovery call just to, make sure that you can qualify, make sure we're on the same page, answer any questions you might have. If all that's good, then we can schedule a more in-depth Zoom and kind of get into what it would look like for you.
Okay.
But let me ask you, what had caught your attention or what were you searching for that caused you to fill out your information on my website in the first place?
Well, I've seen a lot of advertisement for it, and I was just wondering how it works because, I work for FedEx Freight, and I got 401 retirement, and I was just, I don't know. I mean, I've heard, that sometimes that dial is better, but I don't know anything about it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I have no clue.
Right. So that's what I do. I help educate people on what it does and how it works. The drawback to it, you do have to be fairly healthy to qualify. Would you say you're fairly healthy, or do you have any health issues?
Oh, I'm far from health issues. I work out every day.
Okay. Yeah. So you're healthy. Yeah. So then the only other two things that knock people out is if you've had a DUI in the last year or a felony in the last 10.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So you're good.
I have a CDL, so
Gotcha. Yeah, you have to see exactly. So when it comes to the IUL, it is the Index Universal Life. So it is a life insurance product. And because it's a life insurance product, Robert, that's where you get all your tax benefits. So it's kind of like, in a nutshell, it's kind of like a Roth IRA on steroids. Okay? So when you're pulling all your money out, you're pulling it all out tax-free. So it does a nice job complementing your 401k.
So what do you mean, okay, if you pull out of your 401, basically sometimes you get penalized, or you have to pay the taxes on the money you pull, or hard pulls, I think it is, or...
Right. But I'm talking about when you're retired. When you're retired, you're going to pay tax on every dime that comes out of your 401k. And
Gotcha.
With the IUL, you don't. You don't pay any taxes. So that's why it complements the 401k really well.
Okay.
But what we do, so you can get an idea of how this works and, does it make sense for you or not, is we schedule a time to get on a Zoom. And what I do on the Zoom is I share my computer screen. I share my credentials, my license, the company I work with, so you know everything about me. And then we run some, we go through the IUL, how it works, so you understand how the IUL works. And then we run some illustrations based on you, okay, your age, your goals, what's this going to look like in, 10, 15, 20 years, et cetera. That way, you can kind of gauge as to whether it makes sense or not.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll earmark about an hour.
So do you work out of a company, or?
So yeah, I'm an independent agent, and so I represent about 40 different carriers, and actually represent the number one IUL carrier, which is National Life Group.
National Life Group.
Yeah, and the company I work with, we're called it's Family First Life. So that's the organization that I'm with, and again, we're all brokers, and so we represent Mutual of Omaha, Aetna, National Life Group, Marico, just a bunch of really good A-rated carriers for the most part. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there a good time when you wouldn't be driving or at work that we could schedule that?
I'm trying to think. I don't know if you work do you work weekends or no?
I do. I help people in the evenings and weekends. So
because weekend would be easier for me because I'm always
running,
I
working
drive
out.
a lot.
Yeah. So what about Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday's fine.
All right.
Midday or something, 12, 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty wide. Well, I've got something already at noon, so one would work because you're Eastern time. Is that right?
Central.
No, you're Central. You're Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Wisconsin.
All right. So let's say.
And then, quick question: what kind of money do you have to put in to invest to get it going? If I like everything and how it goes.
Exactly. Yep.
How does that work?
So I have people that do put lump sums in. Most people though, they put money in either annually or monthly, and I have people putting $500 a month in. I have a guy that puts $5,000 a month in.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's different. Not everybody makes the kind of money he makes.
Right.
And
that's a lot of money to put in. Yeah.
But he's
5,000. Yeah.
he's going to retire at like $200,000 a year the rest of his life. So.
Right.
So it's like anything. The more you put into it, the better it's going to do.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, there is no. I mean, and we'll run those different scenarios for you, so that way you kind of get an idea.
Okay.
But let's
So
say
those you could take out of too, because it's kind of your money, or
exactly.
thinking.
That's one of the best things about it. Is you can use it. People set it up to be their own bank. And we'll go over how that concept works as well.
Okay.
Yep. And so you said would 12:30 be okay?
What was that?
12:30 on Sunday work?
12:30, 1 o'clock will be fine.
Okay. Would you rather one or?
Yeah, one's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
One would be better. Yeah.
Yep. Let's do that. That's fine.
And what was your name?
So my name's Francis.
Francis.
Now,
Okay.
Are you currently driving?
Yeah, I'm driving. I got my headset on. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I got you. All right, so I'm going to send you an email. Don't
Okay.
look for it, but your email, the
You
emails.
said look for it.
I said don't look for it. You're driving.
I'm just messing with you, Francis.
So, because I normally ask people to look for it if they can, because it a lot of times goes to people's spam.
Yeah.
But-
Let's get life insurance started before I do something like that, right?
Exactly. So you'll also get some text reminders, Robert. And have you got on a Zoom before? Are you familiar with Zoom?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Zoom.
Okay. Otherwise, I was to say, download it, from your app on your phone or.
I think I still have it.
Yeah.
Because I did a lot of that stuff during the COVID time.
Right. Yep. Okay. Well, when you get to your destination, you should have an email from me. It's going to be from Francis. He'll say like confirmation of appointment, and that'll have the Zoom link in it. But you'll also get some reminders between now and Sunday. Like Saturday, you're going to get some reminders. Hey, tomorrow we got a Zoom. And if you'll just do me a huge favor, Robert, if for some reason you realize, oh, shoot, I can't make it at 1, shoot me a text and let me know, so that way, I'm not sitting there on Zoom just staring at myself,
Right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun.
All right. Well, hey, drive careful, and I'll see you 1 o'clock on Zoom, and I'll give you all this information, so that way you'll know how it looks and what it does.
Okay.
All right.
Now, how does that work? Question.
Yep.
Does that work with the stock market, or how does that work?
So that's where it gets its name, the Index Universal Life. Are you familiar with like the S&P 500?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
So S&P 500 is an index that basically takes 500 of the top U.S. stocks, and it monitors them, and how those stocks do is how that index does. Okay. Well, the life insurance companies use these different indexes to attribute the interest that you're accredited. And so again, we'll go over that with Zoom on how that works, but your money's not in the market, but the market does affect how much interest you're going to make, basically.
Okay.
And it does have like a 0% floor to where it is safe. Any money you put in, you're not going to lose. So that's one good thing.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that was a question I had. Like, what if the stock market takes a shit?
Yeah. So you would go, it has what's called a 0% floor. You wouldn't make any money, but you wouldn't lose any money.
You wouldn't lose any money.
Like you do in your 401k.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, it's another nice thing to kind of complement your 401k. You're protected on those times when you start losing money in your 401k. Well, in that you're not going to lose money. So it does a nice job. But all right, Robert. Well, man, drive careful, and I'll talk to you on Sunday. Okay.
All right, sounds good, Francis. I appreciate your time, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye.